Inside next of all, as they come up towards the home corner, is Silver Nose, who's back there about second from last in front of Mythical Saga, and 2 lengths behind them to Cleves Watching. Coming around the corner, 400 out. JESTAJINGLE led the way from Snitzalong, who's being ridden along to stay with it. Back on the inside now, Nucky had the favourite Allura May under some pressure. JESTAJINGLE's going great guns, 250 to go. JESTAJINGLE led by 2 lengths to Allura May. Snitzalong, Inherit the Magic, Disco Smile, but JESTAJINGLE shown the persuader with about 75 to go, holding Allura May, and JESTAJINGLE back to the 1,000 today. Too brilliant. JESTAJINGLE beat Allura May.
Fred, I've got to ask you, and I don't really want to, has she tricked you?
Yeah, sort of in a way, but clearly in her trials and early education, I was teaching her to settle. First up, the most suitable race at that time was the mile, because I expected her to walk out of the barrier and settle and then make ground. So, which she did. She was pretty effective. She ran home to run second, but I thought the last couple hundred metres was testing her. So I dropped her back to the 1,200, and suddenly, all of a sudden, she thought she's a racehorse, and she fired out of the gate and spent all the pennies in the run and weakened. So I've never ever doubted the speed, but the plan was to try to teach her to be a racehorse and settle in the races, and that's why we went the mile first up. But would have, in perfect world, it would have been 1,400 or 12. But those races weren't there at the time, and so I didn't doubt her ability. Like, she's very quick, so, you know, I think they get tired in every race, whether it's 1,000 or 2,400.
As you said, the 1,600 metre performance was good as well. So how do you go about now working with that speed to continue that education process?
Yeah, unfortunately, she's revved up a little bit now, and she's over racing early, so you'll probably hang around the 1,000 or 1,200. But, you know, I don't fancy myself a 1,000 metre trainer, so it's a bit of a conundrum, really.
Does she remind you much of the mare? You've had a lot of the relations as well, Multi Allegro, Hit Tune, these types going around. Are they similar? Yeah,
they all inherit the speed. It's a natural up and running family with, you know, very good quick speed. They're not in the staying mould. So, I mean, the aberration was probably the 1,600, but, you know, I thought at the time it was right, and at the end of the day, it wasn't that bad.
Well, you were quick to adapt, and it ended up being a winning success, so well done.
Thanks very much.